Hi, I'm Kristen with 4W.com, and I'm here today with Mark from Bilstein, and he's going to tell us about some of his products.
Yeah, we do have products for stock high vehicles, lifted applications, sprint cars, circle track. We do off-road racing. Most of our products are made here in Ohio. We have a plant right outside Cincinnati that does focus on our monotube shocks that are specific to like Jeeps, trucks, SUVs, many automakers. We are OE on many automated vehicles, BMW, Audi, Mercedes, Porsche. We do a lot of Jeep stuff. We do a lot of the Dodge SRTs, the GMs, all the new Corvettes. We're stock on Tesla, pretty much most Jaguar. So basically what you have, starting with the left side there, our 4600s. These are made for stock applications. They are a performance tune. They are just made to stock applications as far as length and the mounting. We use all OE quality bushings and hardware, and then the shocks are specifically tuned for each application. And that extends to the rest of our line as well. We've got the 5100 ride height adjustable. It's a very simply, basically the same shock as a 4600 with a different finish, obviously. On the ride height adjustables, you've got a coil carrier shock like on the front of a Toyota Tacoma or a Tundra, or the GM 1500s from 07 and newer, the 09 and newer Ram 1500s. Very simple. You can set most of them from stock setting as far as height, up to 2 3/4 inch lift depending on the application. Very simple using the stock spring seat, and those are tuned specifically for the stock spring. It's going to give you an affordable lift as well as a performance tune, a much better ride. It is basically what most consider a night and day difference as far as ride quality and handling. We do have the 5100s for the rear to match up with those fronts. And then we have the 5160, which is basically the same shock with a little bit of a performance tune, more aggressive tune. It's going to be for most lifted applications, mostly for Jeeps, a lot of the Dodge Ram vehicles. These are basically the same shock as a 5100. You're adding the reservoir. On some applications, you're actually gaining travel with this because you're taking the dividing piston out of the shock. You're putting it in the reservoir so we can actually run a longer rod in that shock, and you can gain some down travel with them. From there, we go up to our 6112 series. This is a new 60 millimeter. We released these about 1.5 years ago. This is basically the same technology as a 5100. It uses our digressive piston. They are patented. And it is a 60 millimeter piston as opposed to a 46 that you find in the 5100s. They do come with a performance coil, and they come in a kit basically. So you've got both shocks, coils, and a billet lower seat for most applications. We are working on some newer applications which don't really allow a replacement coil. Those will be out for like the Nissan Titans, the XDs. And that is basically the same type of package that we put like on the TRD Pro 4Runners. We typically pair these up with the 5160s for the rear because they are a little bit more aggressive. They're more of a performance shock, and the 5160 goes very well with those. 5100s are usable with that. From there we go up to our newer kits for like the Super Duty 4-wheel drive, 05 and newer, and the 13 and newer Ram 3500 and 2500. Gives you a performance coil that is a leveling coil, and you can get them with either the 5100s or the 5160s. And that's going to give you a much better ride and much better handling than the factory coil. And it's going to improve your handling, and it's going to improve the longevity and your drive comfort. And then from there, we basically go to our off-road series, which would be like coilovers, bypass shocks, rebuildable shocks with reservoirs. And we do have quite a bit in the way of the dirt track cars, sprint cars, circle track, and we do cover quite a few different, like I said, the OE manufactured vehicles.
All right, thanks a bunch,
Cool,
Mark.
no problem.
To check out these products and more great products from Bilstein, go to 4WD.com.